Hi, I'm Noah Gomes-Sasa, and I'm giving a presentation on making use of technology in the writing process. So, to start, what is the writing process? Well, the writing process typically includes planning, drafting, editing, and publishing your paper. So, when you're writing your paper or an essay, a lot of people use technology. Like, I personally use technology. And it helps me organize my thoughts, it helps me improve my writing, and it also helps me collaborate, like if it's like a group essay or a group project that I'm working on. And it helps me edit the work easier. So to start, when I'm planning my essay or my paper, I like to look at my notes that I take on either Notability or Notion. And those are two applications that I either have on like my iPad or my computer. And they just allow me to organize all my notes and materials easily. And then when I'm researching stuff, like let's say, for example, I need to research like World War II, I'll either use Google Scholar or I'll use the UMass Lowell Library database. And both of those materials kind of help me find and manage my academic resources. So Google Scholar helps you write citations too. It gives you a citation with the website that you're using or the article that you're using, and the same with UMass Lowell database. So now when I'm drafting, so when I'm writing like my outline or something, I'll either use Microsoft Word or Google Docs, and those are both on my computer. And those help me save time instead of writing it out by hand in my notebook or something like that, because typing is a lot faster. But it also helps with if it's a group project and I'm using Microsoft Word or Google Docs, it helps me edit with the other people in my group, because we can all kind of access the same document in real time and work on it at the same time, editing different parts of it. And another thing that I like about Microsoft Word and Google Docs is that it has the speech-to-text technology, and that means that I can speak what I'm saying, and it just types it out into the document. That way I don't have to type it out, because sometimes, for me personally, it's easier for me to talk and it just show up on the document as opposed to typing it out. When it comes to editing, I like to use Grammarly to kind of proofread or check my work for spelling errors or grammar errors, things like that, because it provides me with feedback on the grammar that I'm using, and sometimes it can even help me enhance it. Another thing that I also like to use is the spell check in Microsoft Word or Google Docs, and that's very helpful too, because sometimes when you're writing quickly or you're talking, it can kind of mess up the words, or I'll type in a typo, and that'll help me I can see it's underlined either in red or in blue, and then I can change it. I can just right click and change it so that it is the right word. Now when I'm writing a paper or an essay, one thing that I try to avoid is something called ChatGPT, and it's an AI tool that kind of helps you with whatever help you need. And some people have used ChatGPT. They kind of put in whatever the prompt is for the essay, and that will help them. They can say, hey, can you write me an essay, and it'll write them a big essay. But there's some concerns when using AI, and one of the main ones is that it violates the academic integrity code. And that means that you can't use AI, you can't plagiarize, anything like that, because then you're subject to punishment. But it also is hurtful to students because it creates a lack of critical thinking. And that can be bad because students are in school to learn and to expand their knowledge, and they're not really able to do that when they're using applications like ChatGPT. All right, I'm here with
Jack Courtney.
And he's a freshman here at UMass Lowell. I'm going to be asking him a couple questions about what resources he uses when he's writing a paper or an essay. So Jack, what resources do you use?
To start, I use Word, Microsoft. That's what I write all my essays on. For help, I usually go to my professors, but Word also helps me with grammar, and it tells me when I spell wrong, and it helps me out a lot, so that's my main source.
Have you ever used AI tools?
I have not.
And have you ever been to the UMass Lowell libraries for help?
I have a few times, yeah.
UMass Lowell, I'm going to be asking him a couple questions about what resources he uses when he's writing essays. So, Perry, what resources do you use?
For the most part, like Word and like Grammarly to make sure like my essays sound correct and spelled correctly.
Have you ever used an AI tool like ChatGPT?
Not really. No,
Do
I
you
never
know
write
about,
essays.
do you know about the consequences that can occur when you use one
Yeah.
of those?
Yeah, I know you get like expelled and like get in a lot of trouble. So like, I try to just like write my own essays and just get the grade I get.
Now, when it comes to research, what applications do you use to help you with research?
I like to find a lot of articles online and do a lot of like Googling and like just like cross reference to find some good resources.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Hey, good meeting you, sir.